G'day, this is Shane here from Maps, and today I'll be showing you the mobile phone app version of Agtrix Farming that you can use to record your chemical activities on your farm. So once you've logged into the Agtrix mobile phone app using the password and username for your web version, you can click on the record chemical button at the second button from the bottom. This will take you to the select crop type. So you can choose down the bottom, you'll have sugarcane. The next is select the crop season. You go down to the bottom and you want to choose the season that you're recording in, so 2020. The next is the time and date that you did this activity. So we'll leave it as today's date, the 12th of the 11th, 2020. We'll change the time. By clicking on the time, you can change the time back to, say, 6:30 in the morning. The number of hours that activity took, so we'll say 3 hours with a sliding bar. Once you're happy, press continue. The next two options is selecting the paddocks that you applied the chemical to. So you've got two options. One is to pick paddocks near me, which will work on the GPS on the phone. If you're in the paddock, it will select those paddocks. The other option is selecting the paddock via farm. So if we choose that, you can see we've got 2022 as the farm. I can click on that. It will bring up all the paddocks on that farm. You can either highlight all the paddocks you applied the chemical to that way. And if I go to the button down the very bottom left-hand corner of the screen that says map, it will show you those ones highlighted in the list. To unhighlight them, simply click on those blocks again, or alternatively, you can go to the map first, zoom in to the paddocks that you treated, and you double tap on each paddock to highlight the ones that you want to apply that chemical to. So we'll leave those ones highlighted, press continue. Now, if you've created a applicator on your account on the web version of Agtrix, they will all appear in here. So you can see on my account, we have created a lot of different applicators. We've got Sylvan Booms, we've created many in our training. So we'll choose Shane's Boom Spray, and this makes it really easy if you've already created your applicators previously, because you can see there it's already got the tank volume, it's already got the nozzle details. If you put in your calibration details, it's got the water rate there already. So you can click on each line and change the water rate, for instance, or I could change the nozzles. But if you've already created your applicator, it saves a lot of steps on the phone. So once you've got your applicator, press continue. It will ask you to adjust the speed if you've changed. So we might say we've cut it back to 8 kilometers an hour. The bore, we'll use bore water. The percentage of coverage that you're spraying. Any notes that you want to make, we'll leave it blank. The next page is selecting the brew, and again, if you're using the web version first, all the brews that you've made in that version will appear in this list. So you can see we've done one called a flame brew. If I click on that, it will automatically bring in the brew that I've already created on the web version. So it's got flame and gramoxone in that brew, and I'll confirm that. You can find target weeds. So if you typed in grass in this section, it will find species of grass that you might be particularly targeting. So you might say, I'm chasing nutgrass, and add that as a target weed. Once you go through, it'll ask you to confirm what you're doing, and you can see there we've got the applicator up the top, Shane's Boom Spray, water rate, water source, the brew, the target was as nutgrass in this example. We'll confirm that. Confirm the brew, operator name, type in someone's name. If you have an accreditation number, you can put that in there, but you can leave it blank by pressing continue. And then the last page again is your confirmation page. So this is just before you record it. You can check out that you've done everything right, and you can see down the bottom that you've got the weather and there's nothing there. So for chemical applications, you do need to record your weather at the time of application. So we'll click on weather. It will bring up the wind direction. We'll say northeast. The minimum wind speed will say 1 kilometers. The maximum wind speed will say was 3 kilometers. Rain forecast will say within 12 hours we had light 1 to 5 forecast. The minimum temperature we might say is 22, and the max we'll say is 30. Humidity was 80%. Delta T, which you can calculate from temperature and humidity. There is a graph that we are putting onto the Maps website to help you with that. And your weather source, so you can choose where you might have got the weather. We'll choose the BOM website. Now that you've got your weather in, you can use the bottom right hand button that says record. And again, once you've recorded, down the very bottom left there's 2 arrows, and it will say all recordings sent and the time that it's last sent that recording. To double check that it's been recorded, you want to click on the My Recordings button, and now you can see that that chemical that we just applied is at the bottom, and it was done on the 12th of November 2020. And in small writing, you can see there that it's successfully saved that application. So now that recording is saved to your Agtrix web version. And if I wanted to edit that or delete it, you can simply click on that record, and you can update or change details in that recording and then re-record it by pressing the button at the bottom right. So that's how you do chemicals just quickly. I hope that was of use, and we will make some further videos in the future. Thank you.